The Whiskey Brothers.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast, episode 1084. We join you mid-fight.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We are
Ding, ding, ding.
we're your
Ding,
Whiskey
ding,
Brothers. The full
ding.
cast is in the room. Jerry Wayne Longmire, Trey Tutson, Sam Damaris, Chicken running back a house. It is good to have everybody in the room. It is good to be around each other, except for your dumb opinions that you
How
keep
do you
shoving
say
in my head.
chicken name with 3 Ks? That's hilarious to me.
Have you looked at him?
I know, but I feel like, does it come out? Do you
Two of them are the
chicken? I got you.
That's how he wrote it on the
I
application.
swear to God. I swear to God, this is the
Chicken.
most surprising.
Don't let me tell you the email address. He said, all right.
Surprisingly.
This is the most surprising fucking podcast. Like, it got to be on the internet. You have Jerry. You take one look at him. This dude hates sports. And you would never fucking get that. Okay?
Okay,
Then-
in fairness, though, it looks like the sport he likes is that thing where they throw the telephone poles in Scotland.
Oh, no. He looks like he's a big fan of Joey Chestnut. But
That's not
I
a
didn't
sport.
know that thing in Scotland was a sport, but I am into that.
the Highlander games.
I thought that was just
That
throwing
is-
stuff
that is
with
a
your
s-
friends.
And then on this podcast, you have a black dude who knows more about heavy metal than any white guy you've ever met. And then you have Chicken, who looks like he might be racist and might be the blackest person in this room.
Oh yeah, he's got the blackest tattoos for sure. He got Richard Pryor and somebody else. I mean,
Black Lives Matter.
yeah.
I don't think you're full of a lot of surprises. I think at
Damn.
Face, no, I'm just saying at face value.
Damn.
At face value, I think I could probably be like not a lot of
What?
shit about you would surprise me. I'd be like, okay, no.
The slate stand for telegraphed.
If you don't pull the knife out, it doesn't bleed.
Right. I
Well, no, the Star Wars encyclopedia, that wouldn't surprise me because you don't look like a nerd,
stab
but
at
you're
you.
No,
closetly.
if
you're
I didn't know
closetly-
him and he walked up and he started talking to me about a lecture by who was the guy?
Neil Gaiman?
Fuck.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Then he caught a flight to go watch a fucking.
I just got back from a
So,
4-hour
okay,
flight
never
to see a
mind,
4-hour
never
lecture
mind.
That's
about Neil Diamond about a book he wrote 10 years ago.
We don't
I'd
know
be
Slade.
Like, oh, didn't see that coming.
We don't know Slade with the podcast.
This is
Oh,
why.
you were
This is
coming
why
to
we're.
ask
This is
me-
why we're ending this.
This is yeah.
Just so
Slade's
you know.
full of secrets.
Just so you know.
But if you said one of these guys is a Star Wars encyclopedia, stereotypically you go for the guy with glasses.
Oh, that's true. I definitely look like I'm sweaty and musty.
Yeah, so I guess
Yeah.
I was wrong
Damn.
about you. No, you,
And I
if
know
you looked at
nothing
all of
about
us
that
in a
world.
lineup, you would never pick anything. You
True.
would never, and you said who's the metalhead? Oh, it's him. And the Star Wars encyclopedia, they'd say you. Sports, they'd probably go me or Jerry because we got
Right.
the bellies. But they definitely would not be like, oh, the biggest hip hop fan. Okay, present day, they'd be like, it's the white guy.
Yeah.
The-
They might go,
the
oh,
biggest
that's
hip hop
fun
fan,
when you
right?
see that.
Present day, yes.
You just
like,
see a white dude just like, fucking just going ham to something like that, like Yo Gotti or something. You're like, damn, he's like really getting it in his car. Yeah, I don't know anything about that world, the comic book world. Not
Yeah.
like
that-
real-
so
not really that.
so off air we were talking, and you happened to be. We were talking about Spider-Man.
My favorite Spider-Man of all times, the best one of all
But
time.
But here's the
Say it
thing:
again.
if the people at home right now, they're hearing this premise and they're thinking to themselves, well, maybe it's this one, maybe it's this one. They're gonna go through. There were 3 Sam Raimi Spider-Man, then there were 3 Tom Holland Spider-Man, there were 2 Andrew Garfields, but you got
Right.
8 Spider-Man.
I've seen all of them.
No doubt. But as an audience member, you're listening and you're thinking to
Multiverse.
yourself,
I've seen the fucking
you're thinking to yourself,
Spider-Verse.
well, of all the films it could be, I might have a guess.
hang on, Slade.
Oh, they probably think
If you're a fan of this podcast and you've heard anything that comes out of his mouth,
They
Huh?
know.
you know which one
They
he's
have no
about to
idea
say
which
is the
one
he's
best.
about
to
No,
say.
yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Because
Hey,
all of your
unlike
opinions,
Slade,
all of your
I'm full of
opinions are
surprises.
You have picked. You are the only person in America
What?
who would answer this question this way.
What's your
This
favorite
question?
Spider-Man? What's your favorite Spider-Man, Trey?
The Spider-Man 3,
Which one?
the
Which-
ones with Tobey Maguire.
With the musical number.
The Venom and the dance number.
With Venom, it was like I loved how it was taking over him. Like he couldn't control it. It just like it hit me at a time. I was like 19. It hit me at a time.
Oh, when you
where
couldn't control shit. Like
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay,
it
you
know what I'm
simpatico
saying?
with that
It
particular-
was more of like holy shit. Like it was like.
So you have an emotional
But-
connection, and not because it's a good movie.
But I have emotional connection to those Spider-Mans.
Fair.
Because those are the they didn't let us watch superhero movie. I think the only superhero movie I might watch was Undercover Brother or Meteor Man. Like I
yeah, Blank Man is not
Blank Man. Yeah, Blank Man.
But you say you have an
Undercover
emotional
Brother's
connection.
a great flick.
You have an
Let's
emotional
not just
connection
shit
to
on Tim
those
Meadows for no
Spider-Mans.
No
reason.
Spider-Mans, yes.
Well, Spider-Man 2 was one of those
Love that one.
Spider-Mans.
Love
Is that the
And
one
also-
with Willem Dafoe?
No, he was in the
He's number one.
first one.
Yeah, Doc Ock is the second one.
Doc Ock's the second one, and that as a movie.
What's the one with Thomas Hayden Church?
He's in
The
Spider-Man
Sandman?
3.
He's
the
three.
one he
He's in the
likes.
battle.
Almost called him
Yeah,
the wrong thing.
he's
I just really like
almost
him
called
a
him a
lot.
brown
I like him
slur.
and everything.
he's great.
I did almost
But
say
that movie has too much going on.
What are we talking?
Sandman,
What?
Venom,
What's happening?
everything. You got how many villains are in that movie?
3?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Why is that too much? What are you talking about?
it's
That sounds
tough.
like a comic book.
There's a lot going on.
Well, one of the villains is Spider-Man against himself.
Yes.
Which is great. Which is like I love
and then
superhero
and
golf.
then a dance number, and then it's just and that looks nothing like Venom. That's not even Venom.
No.
What
that's
you
like
mean?
that's not Venom.
I didn't read the
I
comic book.
did.
Venom is big. And
I like
his
what-
chest is like 3 feet
Venom
wide.
looks like big scary.
Venom
steroid
Yes.
looks like the
Spider-Man.
Tom Hardy's Venom.
Oh, the Tom. Oh, that.
yes.
Okay.
That's Venom. So when I see this little anorexic covered in
right.
Do you want to know what's really frustrating about that movie?
Okay.
Is that they made Topher Grace Venom.
All right.
Thomas Hayden Church at that time was built
Yeah.
the way Eddie Brock
Yes.
looks. All you had to do was take his hair from red to blonde,
Right.
and he's exactly Eddie
Yes.
Brock in the comics. You put the perfect actor in that movie as something else.
You know why? He had a terrible audition.
that's probably
That's
true.
probably
also.
what happened.
I did, honestly to God, hear him do an interview where he's like, "Yeah, I was just hanging out on my ranch in Texas," and they were like, "Hey, you want to play Sandman?"
I mean,
He's
he
like, "Sure."
looks like Sandman.
He looks like Sand
Totally looks like Sandman though, from the comics.
from the comic.
Which is the one with it's got Michael Keaton in it.
So
I
that
like
is
that
when he
one a
plays
lot.
the Vulture. That's the new Tom Holland version.
Yeah,
the Disney
that
version.
is
I like those
Homecoming?
movies.
Homecoming.
Well, yeah, I can't remember
I
all
like
the
the shit
titles.
out of those movies.
No, Far From Home was
I like
Mysterio.
Tom Holland though. He's a goofy,
a good-
kind of dorky Peter Parker.
He's my favorite
and I like
Spider-Man.
him.
Great Spider.
He's so
Yeah.
good because So the thing about Spider-Man is that like when, and they did it right with Tobey Maguire when he first gets the powers because Spider-Man's in high school when he gets the shit.
He's a goober.
And well, the thing is like in the animated series, all this, they just take him straight to being this hero, or whatever. The thing they did in Spider-Man 1 was like when he got it, the first thing you see is him just whoa,
Yeah.
it's like
And
that's
falling
what
down
a fucking
and
high
he-
school
yeah.
kid
So
would do.
that's what I think. Man, don't get me on a soapbox about Marvel, but that's what I think is missing is like that innocence and fun, right? One,
Right.
you gotta look at the early 2000s when those first Spider-Man movies came out, right? We had never had
Right.
superhero movies like this.
That's right.
Holy shit! Ta-da! You put a superhero on screen for me. We
That-
had Batman and stuff. But
Yeah.
Well, we
but
had
that-
Superman, which were just the campiest
sure,
movies ever.
all of that, but,
But we didn't really
have
have any good Marvel stuff. We had
It
the
didn't
Hulk
exist.
TV show was
it
about
didn't
it.
exist. So
Blade started it.
when he did
Wait,
that,
the Hulk movies weren't made before that Spider-Man.
the Hulk movies.
No,
they
the,
might.
the Hulk was a
Edward
TV
Norton.
series.
No,
the Hulk
with
was a
the- not
TV
the Ed
series. That's what
Norton
we
one,
had.
but the other one with Eric Bana might have
Yeah,
come
Ang
out.
Lee?
that was
Ang
good.
Lee
That was
might have
cool.
come out. But the thing was, man, watching Spider-Man like have fun and it
Right.
not be a full-blown CGI. Even that third one, as bad as it sucked. There's like 4 villains in that too, because like isn't the Green Goblin comes back too, right? The son.
The Sun.
Hobgoblin.
That's right.
decides-
So
Hobgoblin.
he plays
That's
Hop.
right.
So there's
That's
like
right.
there's
That's
like
right.
so much going on in there. So
Wait, hold on. I have this is a question. Finish your point, but just
Go
know
ahead, go
I
ahead.
do have a question.
So my only point was like those fight scenes. Remember when I think in that third one, there's a scene where he's flying down the alley and they're banging each other up against the brick walls.
Yes.
It was so kind of you could feel it. Like they're like, oh, a dude is hitting some bricks. It just didn't feel like a CGI explosion to me, which is
Okay.
what everything is now. It's just this isn't really happening.
Yeah.
That's it. What's your question?
Why is too many villains a problem?
Well, it's so unless you consolidate what they did in that third Spider-Man from Marvel, made sense. You had 3 Spider-Man and 6 like it was. I don't even know how much you had in there.
And the whole point of that was we as a team have to work together to wrangle these villains because the script was they all came from different
Any
places.
one man can't
And-
win this alone.
Yeah, and if we work as a unit, because we've all defeated these guys individually.
Right.
So if we come together and now they've all teamed up, if we all team up, we got this. And the all those villains made sense because there was a rip in space time
Yeah.
that brought them all together.
Right.
This was just these motherfuckers just descend on New York and they're all out here at the same time and Spider-Man's
And we
doing
sick of
this.
Spider-Man.
But it's also more than that though.
Oh, you don't have multiple baby mamas. That's what you're saying, right?
Every one of them had their own arc, though. That was the problem. I was trying to track the arcs of all of those villains.
Gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
I'm watching Sandman become. I gotta watch a Sandman origin story. Then I gotta watch the Venom stuff. I'm trying to track 4 movies while I'm watching that movie.
But that's kind of how the comic books were.
Fair. That's why they're comic books.
Okay.
That when you make them movies, it's like you can't do all of that in 2 hours. When I'm reading comic books, I'm reading 22 pages every 2 weeks to a month, right? That's how comic books were coming back out in the 90s.
Okay.
So I would read through that, and you'd tell parts of the story, and it would branch off and do this, but you're tracking it like a soap opera. But in this, you're trying to do you're trying to
90
open
minutes.
these lines and close them all in the same 110,
So it should have
120
been a
minutes.
weekly show.
It either should have been a
It
TV
worked as a
series,
series.
or
Okay.
you gotta pull 1 or 2 of those villains out so I
why
can
Loki
care.
worked so good as a series because there was
Much
so many
better.
different
Ta-da.
story arcs.
Much better as a series because you can explore this stuff. It's why video game movies are tough in 2 hours because you're trying to.
It's a 16-hour game.
You're trying to introduce a world, introduce the characters, establish
You're
all
trying
this.
to tackle 80 hours of lore.
Which, by the way, is the reason why Fallout works, is because
TV show.
Fallout didn't give a fuck about wrapping that up. That whole season is
Was a
nothing but
setup.
setup.
Yeah.
And because they were like, we've got something here,
Let's
and
build it.
and they're not gonna try to they're not trying to rush it, and that's why that show's gonna be great, and it's gonna run for fucking 4 more years. It's
I
gonna
haven't
be
seen it
awesome.
yet.
Oh.
That's on my.
It's
queue.
so
That's
good.
cute. That's cute.
It's
That's
awesome.
cute. I'm
Well,
watching.
I'm a Fallout nerd, and I loved it for that.
I'm watching
And I loved it
Boardwalk
because there's
Empire
a
right now.
huge Boardwalk Empire is
Yeah.
fucking phenomenal. What
Great,
season are you
great
on?
video game.
Haven't seen it.
What season are you on?
I'm on 1, dude. I'm on season
okay.
1. Y'all,
you-
if I
you
watch
just
a
started.
show, I'm on season fucking 1.
Yeah,
okay?
I finished The Sopranos.
Oh, yeah.
I finished The Sopranos, and I've watched all of Bridgerton and Queen Charlotte.
No, I know why this blows your mind because I've seen The Irishman like 13
That's
times.
what I was saying.
That's what
You watched it 3 times in the car. That's why I'm like, I know you finished season 1 already.
I haven't.
36
I haven't.
hours of Robert De Niro.
I know. Man, that's one of my favorite movies
I know,
ever, dog.
it better
I
be.
love that movie.
I
It's
still
good.
haven't seen it.
I haven't watched Oppenheimer yet.
I haven't either.
I love Japanese people. I don't want to see that happen to them.
Then you gotta watch Godzilla -1.
Well, you don't know how they acted before that happened, though.
Hey, listen. It's like you taking
They
Rihanna.
might not have been as lovable. That's all I'm saying.
He's taking Cassie's side in the Diddy video. We don't know what that bitch did before he kicked her.
Okay, no, but the difference
over
is
here.
we do know what Japan did. They started it.
It wasn't all spirited away before.
I don't know.
that.
Look, in my lifetime, they've been the kindest people ever. They gave my sister some of the greatest Hello Kitty backpacks ever.
But
Well, they
look,
weren't
to be
teaching white
fair-
kids karate when they bombed Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, when America goes, she hit me first. They really did.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. The response, though.
And
pretty brutal.
It's about exactly how that goes. She hit me first. I hit back.
It was sibling rivalry.
pretty
Why
for
am I
sure.
the asshole?
pretty
That's
strong.
America.
Yeah,
Go. Why
that's
are we the
about
asshole?
right,
We hit
yeah.
back. It's not our fault. We hit harder.
I don't. It's just 4 hours for
You
that
blew up a
setup.
base in a country we already bought.
We didn't even know that was
You know
over
what
there,
that
actually.
island cost us?
Oppenheimer's good though.
I'm kind
It's just.
I love him because of Peaky, so I haven't seen it yet, but
So
I do
it's
want to
just.
watch it.
I'm gonna
I
tell you
love
ahead
him.
of time. It's just dudes in a room talking
Yeah, that's what I
for
figured.
3 hours,
Well, that's pretty much what happened.
and it's
I loved him.
and
because
it's outstanding.
Dude
Oh,
sat in a
see,
room
but
and talked
I
and
can-
built
I
a
can
bomb.
stomach that.
It's
I
outstanding.
seen Ma Rainey, which is like it's just the day. She was one of those. Soul
Christopher
singers
Nolan
back
knows how
then.
to tell a story.
Dude, I watched that damn
I first saw him in
Bridgerton
28 Days
show
Later, and then I saw him as Scarecrow, and then I was like, I'll watch anything else.
Oh,
he ever
Killing-
does.
I
Yeah.
love him.
Yeah.
I watched that Bridgerton show with Rach. I thought it was gonna be dumb. I just told her I'd watch it with her.
Wait,
you know?
what is that? Is that
It
like?
got canceled. Somebody grabbed the
It's
pussy
a
on
period piece. It's set during the Regency area.
Is it like Downton Abbey? Hang on.
Y'all
They're
catch
on
what
a whole
happened?
nother thing. I'm trying
No,
to
we
explain
missed it. We're
this
trying
to
to-
you.
Said somebody
educate-
grabbed it. No, I'm just saying.
Somebody grabbed the pussy, and James goes, "It's a
It's
period
period
piece."
piece. That's what I'm saying. God damn, y'all. It's like
I was
I know
trying
we
to.
talking, but
Wow, you really muffed that one.
some magic's happening a little bit. Just
Yeah, I
a little
did.
magic. The little that's left.
Yeah, I muffed that trying to explain to you what the show.
Sorry. That was funny, though. It was funny.
That is funny.
Pussy jokes are great.
Chicken, clip that tomorrow.
Yeah.
we did get off track about the fight though, because you said that Spider-Man 2 was the greatest superhero movie of all time.
Yeah, that was your
like
that was
just
your
as
argument.
a movie. Like it's just the script and the arc of the story.
That is where Gwen Stacy dies. That is with Doc Ock. That is textbook, absolutely incredible cinema. Script, cinematography, directing, acting. This is good.
It's not the best.
Okay.
Shaft.
Not the look. Endgame is great. What do you
No.
Where do you want to go?
As a movie, if you don't have to read shit about comics, you don't have to know anything about the source material.
Civil War.
No,
What?
it's Logan.
Oh, okay.
Logan
yeah.
is the greatest fucking movie that they've made based on a comic book.
I don't have an argument.
No.
with that.
Logan.
Are
is
you out of your
fucking
fucking
incredible.
mind?
I don't have an argument.
If
with
we're
that.
going for that,
incredible.
then it's Joker. If you're going for just the best movie, it's Joker.
That's a hard.
That is a strong
That's
argument,
Joker.
but Logan's better.
But Dark Knight was also a really good as far as action goes. But like
Now,
Dark Knight,
Too many casualties. Okay.
Dude, Logan.
People that
everyone's
weren't even in
dead.
the movie.
Everyone. Logan. The kids are the only people
Hang on
who
though.
live
My
through
own.
Logan.
Hang on though. My only.
who got
Listen,
shot at the
hang
movies
on.
watching Logan?
Here is my argument against Logan though. It is one of those movies where the hero fights himself in the era of heroes fighting themselves.
And that's your most hated thing.
And that is
You don't like Breaking
the
Bad?
worst trope. That is the most.
don't like that trope?
Over when the hero fights of themselves. Black Panther versus Killmonger, Ant-Man versus the Yellow Jacket, Hulk versus Abomination. When you just
Black Panther and Killmonger are two different black guys.
yeah. I'm talking about the.
They're both of the.
Jesus.
Wait, that wasn't him in two roles. That wasn't him. They didn't film him.
Yeah, your head spin
No,
for a second.
the one thing that I will give that I'll give Logan as a saving grace was it was like they were cloning and they were doing it all. He was fighting himself, but he was also doing it to save a version of himself. And I did like that.
I see what you're saying. The twist on that.
The black that whole movie Black Panther was wonderful.
The Lion King.
But also yes, but it was wonderful. But at the end, I'm watching this dude, and then you just hue shifted the costume yellow.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
And I'm bored now.
It's the only knock against Iron Man 1. Iron Man 1 is a great movie.
He
If
fought
it would've
another
been
dude in
any-
an iron costume.
It's the only knock against it.
I'm
Got
just
you.
bored when that
So
happens.
sounds
That's his
like
most hated thing on the planet.
like Joker is the winner.
Between those two, it takes the edge for that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the most beautiful
Yeah.
of them.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I do, and the story is fucking great. And it's long, and I can't tell you how many times I've seen it.
Same.
I don't know. When you go to the Batman universe, to me, I'm like, it's so hard to just top the Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
From the opening credits,
I haven't seen it.
that bank robbery and the opening credits.
I've not seen The Dark Knight.
Yeah,
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
Dude, I can't. I just can't, dude. You know what else I can't? I can't watch The Batman. Listen, man. I'm at a point
overrated
now.
as fuck.
I'm at a point now where they should stop showing me duration. Like if I let it click, bro, just be like, it's good.
You watched The Irishman a million times.
That's why I can't see duration.
Yeah.
Once y'all told me how much time I was wasting, I was like, all right, I'm done with this fucking movie.
The Black Knight, really? That's your favorite?
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight,
Black Knight, that's with Martin
the Batman
Lawrence.
flicks?
That's a different comic.
with the Heath
actually,
Ledger
Black
Joker?
Knight.
Of the
Huh?
Batman
With
flicks?
Heath Ledger as the
Yeah.
Joker?
Oh God, yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Christopher Nolan is the
What's
director?
yours?
It's not that
The
one.
one with Michael Keaton?
Which one?
Which one?
Yeah, I liked Michael Keaton.
The
That's my
original one?
The
favorite, yeah.
original Batman?
Yeah.
That's
That's
all
a,
my
that's a
favorite.
that's a very very
Never
solid
seen it.
contender.
I love Heath Ledger's Joker, but Jack Nicholson's Joker
Look.
was fun. We had Prince. We had.
I think it was Rob who
It was
said
a
it. He
good
said
time.
Jack Nicholson made Caesar, or he goes, Heath Ledger made Jack Nicholson look the way Jack Nicholson made
Make
Caesar Milan.
Romero look.
Or Caesar Romero, not Milan.
Oh.
That's
Caesar
a
Milan's
dog.
the dude who does the dog choking.
Yeah.
Romero.
I didn't even. This is how lost I am. I didn't know that the Joker was attached to the Batman shit. I just went and saw Joker as, I'm going to see the Joker. I like Joaquin Phoenix. I'm going to go see it.
Your
And
superhero opinions are invalid from here
What,
going
how?
forward.
How? No, I'm still. No, we talking about films. We ain't talking about heroes. So I went to see it. I didn't know until
My eyes are twitching.
Yeah, my hair twitched. What do you say?
I had no idea.
I'm really confused about what we're talking about now.
Here's the deal. I will tell you this right now. My problem, the way you had your problem with Wolverine, my problem with Joker.
Okay.
That movie should have ended 5 minutes earlier than it did.
You
That
didn't
scene,
like the
the scene at the end where he's talking to her and you kind of leads you to think it was all in his head. When they hit that car and he gets out and he draws a smile on his face.
That's
in
where that
blood,
should have ended.
And he's standing on it, and the crowd's adoring him.
Yes.
Roll credits.
In
Roll
my
credits,
head,
and that's
in
the
my
greatest
head,
fucking movie
in
ever.
my head, that's where it ended. Honestly.
Okay.
Because that's where it should have
I
ended.
absolutely love the hospital scene. When he's walking out and it's those footsteps of blood, it's I was like, he's because to me it's like, oh, he's full maniac, like he's full.
The hospital scene in Dark Knight is similar, is in terms of making the Joker feel.
Right, I'm gonna go home.
The problem with the hospital scene is that it leads you to believe that the whole thing was in his head and none of it fucking happened. Because that black lady that he's talking to, that is his therapist from the fucking beginning.
Yes.
So none of it fucking happened. And every movie that ends with "It's all a dream" can suck my fucking.
You don't
dick.
like "It's all a dream"?
Every
hang
movie
on.
that ends with that, or the screen goes black, and you figure out how it ended. Every movie like
Just
that.
say you don't like
kiss
the
my
Coen brothers,
fucking ass.
okay? Just say you don't like the Coen brothers.
Yeah, fuck.
Right.
I hate that.
Fuck those
I hate that.
Tell
shit.
me what happened.
I hate that shit.
It's just because it's been done so many
It has
times.
been done a bunch
right?
of
Like
times.
when Newhart ended that way,
Yeah, fuck off.
that
as
was
a dream.
beautiful.
I heard that was a big.
the
thing.
whole show
Yeah.
was a dream. It was beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, back then.
Because it had
Stop
never been
copying
done.
it. Yeah.
But they're running. How else you gonna end stuff? There's only like 6 ways to end.
I
things.
just told you the way to end the Joker.
No. He's talking about how to end the movie. No, that's the perfect.
Yeah,
way to end
I
it.
completely
if it ends
agree.
On top of that car, and just credits. You go like, damn,
That's
that was great
it.
as fuck.
That's the
That-
best movie ever.
But they also didn't know they were getting a sequel, so you got to put some.
Okay, you gotta
I
use
have
some type of
I have
sequel.
absolutely zero expectations for that shit. I
You don't
did
wanna see-
not.
You don't like Lady Gaga?
I just I don't.
I think it's gonna be
think they-
extraordinary in a
Yeah, it
weird
looks
way.
really,
I
really
really
cool
do.
to
In
me.
a weird way, I think it's gonna be
I
extraordinary.
think I was
it's
excited
gonna
sent
fall.
you the trailer when I first got it. I was like, holy shit.
And by the
look
way,
at
I
this.
fucking love Lady Gaga as
Yeah.
an
But I
actress.
love her because she
I
was
do.
badass in Star is
A
Born.
Star is Born. I fucking just watched that
She's
like
so
a month
great
ago.
in that.
Never saw it.
Whoa, fuck, she's
Never seen
awesome.
it.
Yeah.
And
It
she
was
was
a
great in
brutal
American
suicide
Horror
scene.
Story Hotel.
Can't watch a suicide scene since Milk.
Oh.
I've seen
Is
Milk.
that Sean Penn playing Harvey
Sean
Milk?
Yep.
Penn plays this gay leader.
Yeah.
And
Well, I know who Harvey Milk is.
I don't know who that guy is.
And that was
And he's seen the movie.
that was another Best Actor swing and a miss.
You
That
know,
was,
Milk was his name, right?
No, I thought it was a gay
They
sex
didn't
actor.
call him that.
I thought that's what they called him. It was-
Well, that's that thing with The Sopranos. I was watching. I was like, y'all have made up so many extra slurs.
yeah,
The
they
Italians really hate everybody. Like,
They're
yeah,
good at it.
Sean Penn swung for Best Actor like 2 years in a row. I Am Sam and Milk, and they just kept swinging.
ooh, but I
Just kept
love
swinging.
I Am Sam. Man.
Yeah, but Training Day got him.
Yeah.
And Training Day got him because
They didn't
They
give us
owed
to him
him.
for John Q.
no, John Q was after. They didn't give it to him for
John Q-
Malcolm X.
John Q's not before.
John Q, he already had an Oscar for when he did John Q. They didn't give it to him for Malcolm X.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
that. So Training Day was totally a consolation.
And
Bad.
who beat him? Who beat
Collectively.
him for Milk?
I do not know.
But he lost.
I think
Who's
I'm
before
pretty
that?
sure. Yeah,
I don't fucking know.
but
I wouldn't know.
but he should
Cuba
have.
Gooding.
He
I
should have
don't
fucking won for I Am Sam. But Denzel's a bad motherfucker. I'm never gonna complain that he finally got his
No,
first
hell
Oscar.
no.
But
I Am Sam's a great flick.
I Am Sam's so good.
I
So
never
good.
seen it. It's
And
somebody,
Dakota Fanning is almost as good as he is.
Yeah.
That shit in the courtroom is like, yeah, that. Why don't you write that shit down? Yes.
Well, we're talking snubs. You know, they snubbed Adam Sandler for Uncut Gems.
Oh, there's a lot. There's been a lot of snubs, but I don't know about
Boy,
that
so
one.
many
just wanna
words
get
went
him
into
going.
his head just now. I watched. I counted 3 of them when they went past.
They
his
went
teeth.
back and forth between them, and then I just went, sucking him in,
I mean,
pushing him and stop. No.
Did you watch Uncut Gems?
Just calm.
How many
he doesn't
times?
know who Joker is.
I've
Just
only-
settle
I've-
down.
I've only seen everything once. There's like, I don't watch. I
How
don't
many?
rewatch.
What have you seen multiple times? I mean,
Star
it's
Wars
gonna be
films? I've seen
the
Star Wars films.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I don't. Once I've seen something,
Yeah.
I'm on to other
I've
stuff.
watched a couple shows multiple times, like all the way through.
Yeah,
But not a lot of movies.
I've
Sling Blade.
watched
I've seen
like
Sling Blade
a bunch of my
probably
'80s stuff.
30
I
or
like.
40
I've probably seen-
Princess Bride.
Okay.
Never
I've
Ending
probably
Story
seen
shit.
Goodfellas 100 times. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's the perfect movie. I think Goodfellas
flawless.
is like
Flawless.
If we talking perfect,
Yeah.
just movie, that might be the most perfect movie
Arguably,
ever.
absolutely.
Flawless.
It leaves you like great. Like every time I watch it, I'm like,
Casino's just as good.
yeah,
I love
Casino's
Casino.
another one.
Casino's just as good.
I remember laughing. Casino came on TV once, and like on TBS
How?
or
I
something.
know what you mean. That kind of shit. Yeah,
Well,
I
they
knew exactly
they
what you meant when
censored
you
it
said
to
that.
death, but also left the bathroom scene intact. Well, I was like, he's just calling him a
Yeah.
you monkey football, but it's like, but he's just blaster, and you all these people are dying, but you can't say motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right.
You still get to see Joe Pesci beat up with a baseball bat.
It was savage, but yeah.
Dude,
That's one of the worst killings in a movie for
okay,
me. That is just where
here's
they,
here's
when
the
they take
best
him out
thing
in that
about that
field
scene.
and just beat the piss out of him with a baseball. Like that's
Yeah.
The
bro,
best thing about
Joe
that
Pesci
scene, though,
crying through blood.
he's
God.
And
he's
then Office
walking
Space
into
just
that
redid
field.
this anyway.
He's walking into that field. He's not talking. The narration is talking about, you know, blah, 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 blah. And when they hit him, he doesn't talk. The narration goes, oh!
That's so funny.
Go
That
back
is
and
a
watch
fu-
it.
That is a
Go back
funny
and watch
ad.
it.
Yeah.
His mouth doesn't move, whatever. The narration's like, yeah, and then we did the dunk. Oh! The narration screams. I was like,
What's
that's
a-
so
I mean,
fucking
y'all
awesome.
aren't into this, but if you, oh wait, I think we did this before. What movie y'all would reboot if y'all could?
If we could
I
just
don't like
remake
reboots.
one from
If you they was like, what would you want to see? Like they did Roadhouse over.
boy, this is such a
Oh,
sticking
well,
point
I
for me.
mean, the easiest one for me is like put a real budget behind it, real good effects instead of the shit that we got, and for the love of God, make Spawn right. That's the easiest answer ever for me. That book deserved better.
The book deserves that.
It deserved better.
I was thinking about something you said on an
Okay.
episode because they remade The Color Purple,
They
and
did.
you said I said that this is ridiculous. I added it to the list of because I hate remakes,
Right.
and you said that some stories need to be retold.
Right.
And I thought about that, and then we never talked about it again.
Uh-huh.
But the truth, I agree with you to an extent.
Yeah.
But I disagree in the sense that, like, the story that needs to be told is the overall, like, that story is
I know what you mean.
one of a number of stories that are, like, traditional in the sense of
Right.
humanity, right? Like, we have coming-of-age tales. We have
Yeah.
overcoming adversity. We have these stories, right? That's one version of that story.
Okay.
So that story needs to be told, but not
Yeah.
specifically The Color Purple. Where I'm like, Roadhouse or something else. Where you're like, man, why can't you
I
just
see what you're saying.
take the story, which is dude coming in and helping say, you know,
It's a
take
new
the
sheriff
story.
in town.
Yes,
Sheriff in Town
that's
movie, yeah.
true, and then tell it again in a new original way. Why
Right.
you got to bring back the
Right.
same dudes and the same
Yeah.
where I know where this is going. That's
Right,
that
right,
was my
right.
whole
No,
point.
no. I agree
That
with
was
that
it.
too. But The Color Purple was more like the impact of that particular story and shit with the culture.
But you
so
can't.
it's like
but that's what but that's I guess what I'm getting at is like what that accomplished, right? Like the
Yeah.
impact it had and why. Why can't you do that in a new way? Why does it have to be The Color Purple? I guess is my point.
well, that's the money grab part because you like let me get my grandma blah blah. But those that what you saying it does, and that's how you get Tyler Perry Studios. It do happen. It do happen. But we most times don't like when that happens. You be like, man, just tell the regular shit, dog.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
remake-
but
remake
no,
sto- you're right.
But for what you're saying, yes. Like if it's a Western or whatever, you know, the impact. Yeah, like let's tell it in a more
Because
modern whatever.
the morality and the tale and the point and
Yes.
the message, all of that is like
That's there.
that's the story that needs to be retold.
Exactly.
There
I'll
was
tell you-
that
I'll tell you
movie
what
I
they need
loved
to
called Batteries Not Included.
With
That-
yeah,
with the flying
I would
toast.
very much like to retackle that with
Redo
today's
All right, well,
technology.
let's redo Short Circuit while we're at
Yeah,
it.
I almost
that
said
would be fun as
I
fuck.
almost said
That would
Short
be
Johnny
very
Five,
fun.
still alive.
Short Circuit's got a whole argument about AI in it now.
Right?
Yeah, that would be fucking
Can
fun.
we please
Short
keep the same
Circuit
Indian
comes
guy?
alive and gets killed quick.
Oh,
Johnny Five don't make it in Short
Shotgun
Circuit
to
in
the face.
2024.
What I think would be cool if they made, because all the fans of it are fucking grown now. They should make a Ninja Turtle movie the way it was
dark.
written in Japan, where those foot soldiers are dudes and they're out here slashing and cutting motherfuckers and they're not nice because we're adults now.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Don't make it for kids
Yeah.
anymore. They're not gonna
No,
jump
I
on
love
board.
I
Make it
love
for
a
me.
R-rated. Yeah, I love
Yes.
something like that. Where they
Make
take
them
that
and they're
I
fucking
would
ninjas
take the
and
Dark Horse
motherfuckers are
Comics
dying.
version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That needs
in
to
all
happen
art.
now because the fans of
You
it.
remember
were-
that? The art was so good.
Oh yeah, and just the fucking cover had blood splatter. Like it was.
Shit.
Yeah, man, that needs to happen. That needs to just
this
fucking
movie
happen.
It ain't. They ain't. I think they tried to make this movie, but it failed or something. but y'all might not remember this cartoon. This is like something I for sure grew up on. Chicken gonna remember. I wish they would make a Johnny Bravo movie.
Oh God, yeah, I remember Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, I'm on
with
there,
the hair.
The guy, he's like half Elvis, half some shit, right?
Yeah,
But he is a straight up like sex offender. Like I don't know no other way to put it, but he just harasses women. Every episode he
and
gets
that
slapped.
little girl.
Yeah, and every episode he's getting slapped. Every episode he's whatever. And so to see that as like
You do it as self-aware as the Barbie movie.
you do it like that, like this.
John fucking Cena.
You get his goofy ass. He'll do it. But for real. But make it a R-rated. Like Johnny Bravo, but like a straight up dramedy. Like when he's harassing the women, it's fucking intense. It's not funny. It's intense.
Right,
but all of
the
the parts of him getting out of it, or the tension being broken, is the comic relief. I don't know. I think it'd be a good movie on shit like that. It might help.
It
might
starts
help
a conversation.
Well, because motherfuckers ain't got no game no more. Like guys they do social anxiety. And just through not knowing what to say, like not knowing how to approach a lady, right? I'm just talking about younger guys.
I was gonna say I don't know how they do it in this. Like,
how do you
where
even,
do you
right?
even learn?
You just got to be flat out and just deal with it. Just be like, bitch, I'm trying to fuck now.
But that's basically what you get is that or incel.
Exactly.
There's no
Or you
ground.
get there's no middle. You got to be.
There's no guy that can just walk up and talk to girls.
Is this why the population is dropping?
No, that ain't got nothing to do with
No,
it.
that's Monsanto.
No, it's laptops on nuts. That's like
laptops
You
on
saw
your
the
nuts
Roundup
is
lawsuit?
So when you talk about like Johnny Bravo going
Yeah.
dark and the Ninja Turtles going dark, there's
Go
two giant missed opportunities
for shit going dark?
that I thought that because shit that's like dark now and they could have done tie-ins or whatever. The show Dexter.
Oh my God!
If that would have been Dexter from Dexter's Lab all grown up, because he was working in a crime lab.
Oh, that
He was
Dexter!
working-
I'm going straight Dexter's Laboratory.
No, but if he would have, because
Oh.
dude, little Dexter had red hair. Dexter from Dexter had
Yeah.
red hair. If it would have
Yeah.
been the kid from Dexter's Laboratory all grown up, but he's working in a crime lab now, and now he's a fucking serial killer, that was a tie-in. That was
That's
so missed.
100% was
But
missed.
the biggest one I've ever
Okay.
missed that I've ever seen. What was the movie? It was the guy built the robot. The girl, not Species. It was
Powder Puff
she was AI and
Weird science.
Oh, no,
oh.
Deus Ex Machina or
Does
Ex
it-
Machina
Ex Machina. Okay. So the biggest thing about that they missed about Ex
with Oscar
Machina,
Isaac.
Oscar Isaac, yeah. So she tricks these people to finally getting free, and then she puts on the wig, and she's a human, and they just show her in New York City. The biggest thing they mixed, they should have at the end. That movie should have ended with like the screen goes black 20 years later, and now she's this celebrated scientist or whatever, and it should have been her coming to a podium going, I'd like to talk about my newest project, Skynet. It should have been
Terminator prequel?
It should have
Yeah.
been. It should have been. All of that was. This is the person who created fucking Skynet, because no one knew she was actually a robot.
Right.
I used to think that about the movie Real Genius with Val Kilmer. He should have been the guy that created Skynet at the end of that movie.
Wow.
But yeah, no, everyone thought she was a human
Yeah.
because she broke out of that lab, and it should have been she made Skynet. I was like, that could have been the perfect tie-in.
Yeah.
Because like, what was that movie? Prometheus.
Yeah.
I went and saw that. I thought it was gonna be a cool movie about these alien beings. I knew nothing about it. Fucking an hour into it, the fucking Xenomorph shows up. I was like, what the fuck? This is a fucking alien prequel. I'm in the theater losing my fucking mind. I had no clue.
And everybody else is like, they released the trailer.
Everybody else is like, I knew it. As soon as I saw that black dude walk in here, I knew he was gonna make noise.
I knew it. He's got downtime in Des Moines.
I got a question for y'all.
Go ahead, buddy. What's up?
If the world ended, right? Bombs drop, post-apocalyptic for a while.
Fallout.
And a future generation finds remnants from our society.
Shit.
What's going to form the religion? What are they going to form a religion around?
Oh shit.
You know the way, because we found the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? And
Right.
we found various texts, and we've decided that they're religions. What will they find in 2,000 years from our generation.
All that rapper jewelry.
These guys are gods.
Yeah, they just see anybody's
showered
face. Yeah, they be like, this is Rick Ross' face.
Nah, I think.
The
Oh, this-
Basketball Diaries.
Yeah.
There was this stuff called heron.
Yeah.
I
What you
think
think, buddy?
the collection of all the shit that has been accumulated by Swifties. They're gonna be like, this bitch was a deity. Like this is
Is she not?
pretty close. It's pretty close.
She's got some stroke right now. Is all
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
she does. I still think Oprah could have her taken out.
I don't think so.
Oh, I think Taylor
Chance.
Swift can.
Hey.
Taylor Swift versus Oprah right now.
I
Listen,
think
Oprah
Oprah
will-
has become problematic. in her old
Oprah
age.
will put a RICO case on this bitch. You know, anybody that sat on her couch got a RICO case. Everybody that's ever sat on her couch
That was Gail.
got a RICO case. It's like
That's Stedman just mad in the background.
she got all of them.
I'm gonna call my friends over at the House of Representatives.
I mean,
Stay the fuck away from Oprah.
I don't know because Oprah ain't been on TV forever. She still go. I read this book. You never work again in your life.
Oprah, and this is the thing. She's only investing in documentaries about exposing people. She was like, yeah, well, I'll invest in this Michael Jackson's document. I'll invest in
She'll
it.
take you the fuck down.
Yeah, she's
If Taylor,
she
if,
one of them black people you gotta go to her dinner.
if Taylor has, if Taylor has done anything that she's trying to keep hidden, and she gets in a beef with Oprah,
I don't think
Taylor's fucking.
I don't think
good.
you can bring Taylor down. I think she's achieved.
She can put a dent, but
Yeah.
I don't think you can bring
But
it down.
well,
You're right.
there's only one way they bring famous white ladies down like that.
Black dick.
Is you got that's hilarious. But you gotta attack their sanity. So once you go Taylor
But
Swift
she
is
talks
crazy.
about being crazy all the time.
Well, all right.
She's Joey Diaz that shit. You can't fucking get her.
That's fair.
But
But that's
cocksuckers, I did let somebody blow
but
me
that's
for stage
really
time.
the
Like,
only
you
way
can't-
that they tear them down is by attacking their sanity. Is they
That's
go
right.
this
It-
person
it got
crazy, this person whatever.
I think
Anything
Taylor's safe
else,
from that. That's
It got Britney.
yeah, but she was crazy. She shaved
Yeah.
her head and started beating a car with an umbrella.
don't see-
But
listen.
she was also trying to pretend she wasn't.
That's
the
true.
rest of the time.
That's
Beyonce is there's they got a paper trail of murders with her and Jay-Z. I'm not even bro. It's some bro. The
No,
music. Let me tell y'all something. There's 2 movies I tell motherfuckers
I
to
did
watch.
not know this. This
I
is
tell
new
two.
information.
It's 2 movies I tell people to watch. Watch the movie Get Shorty and Be Cool.
I've seen
Get
I
Shorty
love
is
that
about the
movie.
film industry. That's about how
Yeah.
fucked up that is.
John Travolta,
And Be
right?
Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
And Be Cool is about the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
The opening scene of like when you kind of introduce the characters, they are beating the shit out of this this radio jockey for not playing somebody's songs enough.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so in recent shit that came out, you know, Diddy beat the fuck out of Drake for the rights to the song Started From the Bottom as a like just meaning just to stay in the to be relevant in it. And like they got all of these crazy stories about the music industry being as cutthroat as it is.
Oh.
Suge
So when
Knight tried to kill Vanilla Ice for Friday Size
Yeah.
Baby.
For all this shit, right?
Yeah, he
What
wanted
about,
that money.
You see
what's
this-
her face?
when you-
Sharon Osbourne's dad. He was a notoriously violent psychopath.
All right. So when a motherfucker's selling out stadiums, they got bodies buried underneath that motherfucker. I'm not. That's why they need all that room. Because it's like, yeah, I need this landscape. Do you know how many people we've killed to get here?
Half this crew's raising the truss work, and half this
It's
crew's
the
got
truth.
shovels.
It's when you see somebody, you like,
I got
damn.
bad news for y'all because I really want to play Toyota Center.
It's like,
Guess I need to start stacking.
but when you find out about, like, let's say a musical artist,
You're
you're
first,
like,
Gabriel.
damn, that person was talented. That was a talented guy. They put out some hits, and then their relevance dies out. You go, what the fuck happened? My belief is that a decision is to be made. It's like, hey man, you either got to be the person watching or you got to be the person doing. Now you only got so long before you could be the person watching because they like he know too much. They gonna have to take you out at some point. So now it comes, you got to be the person that's doing. And that's when you kicking bitches in the Intercontinental in L.A. Like I'm saying, because all of Diddy's shit came out when he wanted to do another album. He changed his name to Love, and he was like, I'm finna put out the Love R&B album. He did. And everything that was funny became allegations out of nowhere. So my point being is that ain't no telling the shit that I'm not even saying Taylor Swift, but I ain't no telling the shit that's connected to her.
Right.
That when it's all everybody got a documentary coming out. HBO ain't going nowhere, bro. That's what's keeping them alive. If you fuck some kids, we gonna find out about it, bro. That's the truth.
I'm so
we
ready.
ain't going to the cops.
We ain't going to the cops.
We going to the cameras. We going to the cameras, baby.
We going to HBO.
I want to see the J.J. Watt documentary.
Oh, we're going to find out where that Harvey money went.
Nobody
that
buying
Harvey money
pizzas
go?
for all these cops.
Where the Harvey money went?
Oh.
$50 million.
Wait, has that not been addressed?
Nobody said shit.
Well,
all I know is this.
At the time, when it was like, I think it was like 2.1 million.
Okay.
At the time when he was raising it, he came out straight up and he said he was like, I got this, because he was like, yeah, donate, blah, 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 and then he had a drive or whatever. He was like, I got this to get water and clothes and everything. He's like, and everybody has brought here all the shit I was going to buy with this money. And he was like, so I don't know what to do with the money. He came out and straight up said he had no idea what to do with the money. Now, I still don't know.
I'll tell you what it is. His son, Koa, is going to a Montessori school.
That's a hell of a Montessori school.
So hang on a second. So JJ, I haven't been keeping up with football. He don't play anymore,
retired.
right?
He
retired.
But doesn't he partially own a soccer team now? That's where it went.
Yeah.
Hang on.
That's where it went.
That team's like $500,000. What are you talking about? Come on.
Whoa, wow.
I know.
That's the most expensive shit in the whole world.
It don't cost that much, guys. What he spent like $100
But I think
grand?
you buy a cricket team for nothing.
The Dallas Cowboys wish they were worth as much as Manchester United.
Oh, I didn't know he owned a good one. I thought you meant one here.
No, he bought an MLS. Yeah.
Oh, so like $6.
I thought you meant like, the Dallas Sidekicks.
Might as well have bought a
or-
WNBA
Oh,
team.
He did. He bought like the Donahoe or something
So
like that.
he just quit, got married, had a kid.
Checked out.
He said that when he was playing because he kept showing up at the ESPYs with his brothers and everything. They were like, how come, there's never Mrs. White? He said when he was playing, he's like, all I got right now is football, and football is a short career. He was like, when I'm done with that, he's like, then I'll be a family man. And he retired and did everything he said he was going to do.
But wait,
an analyst and shit,
what's he gonna do?
He's an analyst. He does the shit.
Yeah, he's on the
about
sidelines now.
Well,
Okay.
they got to figure it out. You got to be that shit.
Clearly, they're lining up on the
Yeah.
That
block.
boy's so good.
They're out there, they're blocking and kicking.
And now he's threatening to come back.
That's Jerry. You can't win field goals.
Fuck, what is that? A soccer ball?
Yeah. But I'm just saying, if you did something fucked up, it's coming out. And if you are on top, we talking stadiums. We're not arenas. We talking fucking where football players play. 53,000 fucking seats or something like that.
How have the Rolling Stones made it all the way this far without
Because
being
they were
brought
very
down?
open about all their deviants. and-
Yeah, bro. The Stones were like, we fuck. So
I think
we fuck.
Okay, well, raising your hand and go, yeah, I
Okay.
did it, isn't a way out.
all right, I'll say it. I'll say it is. We'll accept Richard Pryor beating the shit out of his wife because he was open about so much.
I smoked crack
But
and I
if
shot at my
Cosby
wife.
was just open,
If he had
if
just
he was like, "Fuck it, y'all, I'm doing it to these bitches," maybe it's
there's
laxed a
something
little-
too. We're laughing about it. The Joey Diaz approach
No, what you say?
of just who hadn't had the dick sucked for.
What you gonna say? What you gonna say? Because you go, well, they've been telling us they've been.
Well, so that's the thing, though. That's what got me when they came after Marilyn Manson and they were like, cancel Marilyn Manson. I was like, the dude has straight up said he's crazy. He said he's crazy, and he's a grown ass man dressed like a fucking 20-year-old dominatrix, and you're like, oh yeah, he did horrible shit to me in the bedroom. Of course,
Yeah.
of course,
Look at the outfit.
He's dressed up like a latex voodoo doll. He is absolutely.
dude. I physically think I could fuck that dude up, and I would never be in a room alone with him.
Also, the further
A lot of that has to do
Back-
with Sons of Anarchy.
But the further back you go, you hear these wild ass stories. Me that show that me and you like, the Tales from the Tour Bus that Mike Judge made.
Yeah.
Where they tell all of the country. I didn't know nothing about how
George
big
Jones
that
was
country.
a walking nightmare, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I had no idea how crazy that country scene was. But I'm just saying.
Porter Wagner was one of the
So,
worst son of
Porter,
bitches of all of
Porter
them
Wagner
back
was
in
the
day.
patron saint of this podcast for the
Yes,
first
sir.
12 episodes.
sir.
I see why.
Yeah, that was
I've heard Johnny's bits.
yeah.
Right? Johnny says the N-word.
I've heard Senior Walnut or whatever.
Oak barrel.
Yeah, that feels right up Porter Wagner. I'm surprised there's not a Senior Walnut album.
Yeah,
for
that was
Porter.
the era.
Yeah, don't go Google that.
That was the era. Can't get all the episodes.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, she could be God, but I mean, it ain't gonna be now. It's not when you shine it.
It's when
No.
you lose
It's when
your
I'm
luster.
like, you know what I mean?
You just need
It's
someone
when you lose your luster or you do something they don't want you to do.
or somebody gets close to you.
I just found out about this lady. I just literally like last year.
Taylor
Taylor
Swift has been a national treasure.
No, Dolly Parton, right? I know nothing about Dolly Parton.
She
Talk
might
about
be
national
she might be
treasures.
the only
I
pure soul
said
left in
she
this planet
might, and
since
she
Betty
might
White
be.
died.
And all I
Yeah.
said was this.
My whole argument for old white women has
Uh-huh.
been Dolly Parton and Betty
And
White.
Betty
That's
White.
all I got.
Right.
Past that, they're evil.
No, 100%. And the thing is this.
Helen
Betty
Mirren.
White pissed nobody off. Because all I say is this. I don't know who the fuck the little cookbook bitch. She
Martha
said
Stewart.
nigga one time. No, the cookbook.
Oh, Paula
She
Paula
said
Deen.
it one time.
Hold up.
She
She's
said it way more than that.
an 80-year-old white woman from Georgia, motherfucker.
She got caught saying, all right, fine.
Come on, bro.
No.
She puts a splash of that in every one of her grits.
Let me
She
rephrase
said it more
it.
times than Richard Pryor, motherfucker.
Let me rephrase
She
that.
had guys dress up as plantation slaves at her wedding.
Let me rephrase it. She said it one
Want to
time.
relive the good old days.
She said it one time on set. That was what it was about, right? That she got caught
Well,
saying
them
it on
biscuits
set.
wouldn't mix, damn it. You know?
Cedric the Entertainer
What
had
do
the
you
best.
say when your
He had
biscuits
the
don't
best
mix?
bit about that. He was
Yeah.
like, if anybody get away with it, because she cooked the way we cook. He's
Yeah.
like, think about it. He's like, you eat something, you put your finger in one of Paul D's sweet potato pie, you put it in my mouth first. What's the first thing you going to say? Nigga.
Yeah. So, but I'm saying,
Cedric killed it.
Is this what he
Cedric
said?
killed that whole thing.
It's just Sam's face.
oh, okay. I was
That's exactly the way Cedric did
was-
it.
Yeah, with the eyes.
That was the best. I was like, dude, nobody needs to do another
often
Paul D
I
bit.
get used to Sam's voice, and I've known him so long that like when he goes into impression, I'm like, oh, you still sound like Sam. And then there's a point. There's a point where his mannerisms change
Sam-
and everything, and he falls into it.
Sam
it was
can
like
do-
the Sam Kinison one,
but
it was just.
Sam Damaris can only do impressions of people nobody else knows. He can,
But they're spot on.
it's so spot on. But it's like he can only do it if like two people will get the whole impression, and then it's like the most accurate impression you've ever seen in your whole life.
I thought
That
my
Sam Kinison stint was. Woo.
Yes,
Professor Clump and Buddy
Outside of
Love
Craig
was
Gass.
pretty great.
Yeah.
Buddy Love was incredible. Your Sam Kinison was great.
But you and Eddie have the same kind of timbre in your voice, so that one kind of makes sense to me. Y'all have that same kind of timbre. at
I
the back
also
of your
studied
voice.
him my entire existence,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that one was easy.
So that one made sense, but the Kinnison was, I was like, oh shit!
crazy, yeah.
Outside of Craig Gass, you're the only guy doing a good Sam Kinison impression.
Ooh.
By the way,
You gonna give us a little?
Beverly Hills Cop
Just
Axel
say
F.
this.
Are y'all ready? What do you
Well, I
think?
know
What do you
you're
think's gonna
watching.
happen? What do you think's gonna happen?
So here's my thing. Here's
They made it. They did a show on it.
Here's my only question, and it's just this: Beverly Hills Cop 3 came out, and that was when Eddie was kind of clean, right? Like 3 wasn't.
It didn't go hard.
3
no.
was like PG-13, right?
It didn't go hard. no.
Okay, is this rated R or is this rated dumb? Look it up
don't
right
know.
now.
Oh, shit,
If
I think
it's
it's rated TVMA.
then
'Cause
okay,
it's Netflix,
then
'cause it's Netflix.
I am 100% in if Axel Foley says fuck. But if you just Harold Faltermeyer. if you just give me
I don't know.
all right, we're in. I'm 100% in.
That's because
Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. I'm
but
in.
That was our thing about
I'm in.
Coming to America too.
Yes.
Was that they made it a family movie? Like
It-
you were just like, well, we know a bunch of generations are gonna come, blah blah blah.
I need this to be.
It's got to be a hard.
I
R.
need the, and I like Beverly. I liked Coming to America too.
Okay.
That was good. That was
Yeah.
that
Because
was-
Wesley Snipes.
yes, stole the show.
Snipes
Yeah.
stole.
But it also that was heartwarming. That
Yeah.
was
Well,
nostalgic.
they did,
I don't want
Right.
nostalgia out of this. I want you
Right.
to. I want you to make I want you to make Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Gotcha.
Please,
You
for the
owe
God,
me this
give
movie.
Me another 48 hours.
You want another?
With
I have-
Nick Nolte as he is
I,
now.
I have an idea for it.
So I just so y'all know,
I-
they're redoing that movie.
48 hours.
Yeah. Gerard Carmichael and I forgot the other white guy. I think
Before this-
they're redoing it. It's
No,
I think it's Gerard Carmichael and Andy Samberg. I'm not.
Oh
I'm
no,
not even.
no.
What just happened?
Okay, but here,
What
look at
the
me.
fuck just
Look at me.
happened?
Why?
Or it
look-
might be Seth Rogen. I
but-
can't
but
remember.
look
It's
at
Don't
why?
be Hot
Why?
Rod
It's a
kid.
Jewish fella.
Why? Color Purple.
That's
Why
another
can't
funny-
you write a buddy cop movie?
They can, but you know what it is. It's
Let's
luring
be
him
cops.
in. Yeah, it's
This
like
okay? Why are we dumb enough to fall for it still?
Because-
Why do
but
people go? I will go see this.
My thing is, if it's gonna be Andy Samberg or what
Chris
Seth
Rock.
Rogen, Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
or Seth Rogen. You talking about the
Yeah,
white
yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
I love
What-
your approach.
No. What if you're gonna have one of these goons,
Okay.
one of these goofballs play, then you're doing Starsky and Hutch. Fuck you.
Yeah,
I don't
because
want to
here's
see
the
that
thing.
again.
Wait,
Here's the
y'all
thing.
didn't like that?
No. Here's the thing. It's because
Gah.
Andy Samberg and Seth Rogen are known for comedy. Nick Nolte was not. That role is supposed to go to somebody who's a fucking hard ass. You understand? Like if you're gonna have it. So the way to do that, if you're really gonna try to do it, you put Kevin Hart next to like Russell Crowe or somebody.
You
know
don't
what I
put
mean?
Kevin Hart in shit. He's in goddamn everything.
I'm just using that
No.
as an example. I'm saying
Fuck him,
I
Michelle
what you're saying.
Yeoh, that chick from Stranger Things, all these motherfuckers in everything.
But
Fuck
I,
them.
but
I'm saying you
but I
find a
would do
black
Donald
funny
Glover
guy.
and fucking Russell Crowe.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's what I'm saying. You find a black funny
Donald Glover,
guy.
Donald Glover, and
You find a black
Crowe,
funny
yeah.
guy, and you find a white
And
guy.
Fat
who
Russell
just
Crowe
goes,
from
"Eh."
Thor.
But Donald Glover is funny. Like Eddie Murphy was funny, but he also seemed like he could whip your ass.
Mhm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And Donald Glover has that about him.
He got
He's
an
got that.
approach about
He's
it,
funny,
yeah.
but he looks like he might pop you in the mouth.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
that Mr. and Mrs. Smith was better than the original.
That was
Jesus
really
God.
good.
Oh God, it was
I've
Now,
amazing.
that's a
heard- I've heard
reboot you
it's
fuck
very,
with.
very good. I've not
Amazing.
seen it.
I was
But
okay
I do
with that.
really like him. I like him a lot.
Here's why I was
He's
okay with
amazing.
Mr. and Miss Smith, because I feel like the first time was just sort of you really
Look
do
how
love
hot
it.
we are. That's all it was.
It was
They took-
Angelina Jolie and Brad,
They
whatever
took the
that
two
was.
hottest people on the
Right.
planet at that time and put them in a movie.
It was all right.
And it was like, we don't even want to watch them shoot. Do they fuck? Like that's what we're waiting for.
Man, you mad at another? No, two things is killing me.
Go ahead.
Your shit on 48 Hours being rebooted. You don't give a fuck who's in it. You just like
At
don't
all.
touch it.
I don't care if Eddie
You-
Murphy or Nick
you-
Nolte are in it. Don't reboot it.
You mad that Starsky and Hutch wasn't racist enough? Is what? No.
No. I'll explain it. I hate Ben
Go ahead.
Stiller.
Oh, what? Really?
I only like one
Hey,
thing with Ben Stiller.
If it
in
helps on
ever.
Starsky
Which
and
one was
Hutch,
that?
hang on.
Tropic Thunder.
Yes.
Damn,
If it
Something
helps,
about Mary?
Strong, that's
Huh?
strong.
Something about Mary.
I can't stand that stupid ass movie.
Wow.
The only saving grace
I
about
also
that
wanna
is the
watch
guy
a
with
Sling
the
Blade.
mental disability.
if it helps on Starsky and
That
Hutch,
movie's
Paula
terrible.
Dean catered it.
Snoop was the one who was like, nigga.
But there was a Z in
Snoop
it.
was a funny Huggy Bear. I'll
He
give
was
you
a funny
that.
Huggy
But
Bear.
I
Okay.
can't stand Ben Stiller.
Why?
He's just not good.
He's so, I will argue this point.
He is.
What
Here,
the
hang on,
fuck?
hang on, hang
I
on. Let me
think
say
he's
this.
good at writing.
Hang
I
on.
think he's good at putting things together.
I think
Don't
he's.
like him on
I
film.
think he's exceptional. I don't like watching him either.
Oh, interesting.
I like
Okay.
Tropic Thunder. I love the what was the
That's-
movie?
that's
The
one of
the
my
one about the
favorites of all
dude
time.
who went to follow his dream or some shit. The Wonderful World of Willy Wonka. Not Willy Wonka.
Yeah, the
uh,
fucking guy who worked at like Time Magazine.
Whatever
Walter
that
Mitty.
shit was.
Walter
Secret Life of
Mitty,
Walter
yeah.
Mitty.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
that
that's
was-
there.
I hated that because it didn't have shit to do with Walter Mitty. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Here's the thing. I
Well, he
only
wasn't
like Ben
gay.
Stiller. I only like Ben Stiller in movies when he's
Wasn't that
when he's
secretive?
when he's just a dude. I love the Meet the Parents and the Fockers. I love Something About Mary. I do not like Zoolander.
Oh shit! Now
I
that's
do-
I love one.
Hang on, hang on. I have not seen any Zoolander.
One. I fuck with both of them.
I've never seen any. They have
What?
two? I've
I
never
like-
even
was
seen
not
it.
aware there was.
I like
two
the
of them
movie
until just now.
Dodgeball. I hate him in it. I don't like when he's a fucking character, and he's my least favorite thing about Tropic Thunder.
But
He's
Tropic
my
Thunder is so
least-
great.
Tropic Thunder is an amazing movie, despite him.
But it's him.
He's not.
It's
what,
his
so,
film.
So tell me about. I know.
That's why I said
my
he's
whole
great at
point
writing
of the
and
whole
putting
shit
things
is
together.
like,
That
yo,
movie-
it's him.
he's
Like
great.
That movie belongs to Tom Cruise and Robert Downey Jr.
they stole some shit. They stole
Thank
some
you.
scenes. They did
They
great.
stole the whole
I
goddamn
thought
thing.
Robert Downey Jr. was black.
Robert Downey Jr.
most
stole a
motherfucking
whole culture.
life. Talking about appropriation. It was a hijacking.
That was that.
No.
That was such a that's a because that moment you got to stop and pause and think about whatever. What year did Tropic Thunder come out?
2006,
6, 7, 8,
Seven,
somewhere in
eight.
there. That was That will never happen again. That was like the
Did you hear?
That was the last time you could get away with it.
not,
that-
but it
that
wasn't gotten away with. That's
Yeah.
like
Oh, no, they
that
did
was
it. They
that
did
was
it.
something you can only do once.
Right.
Yeah.
Because to
'Cause the
do
next
it
time,
right,
they're gonna think you're trying to get away with.
that's the right. That's exactly it.
Robert Downey Jr. said his mom called him and goes, "Don't do this.
Yeah.
Please, God, don't do this. Please, God."
And it remains one of the most beautiful.
I can't fucking believe.
But let me tell you. Let me tell you
No,
something.
Ben Stiller. Look, I love Jerry
No,
Stiller.
but you
How
don't
did
like-
something so
You
unfunny
don't-
come
what
out of that
the
man?
fuck is happening right now?
I'm gonna watch.
So
it.
you don't like the big? You didn't like the Big Lebowski?
Nope.
Beautiful fucking film.
He
start
hated
to
it.
finish, and
It's got 4 of my favorite actors in it.
And he didn't like it.
It didn't like it.
which lets me know.
And
you
I love the
don't-
Coen brothers.
And that means you don't know art then. Like if you like, they got my.
I don't
four
know the art
favorite
you
people.
like.
I don't mean to insult you, Jerry, but it's
It's
coming
not
out.
insulting to me at all. We have
So-
very different views on art.
And you don't like Ben Stiller films. I'll
For
tell
the
you
most
something.
part,
Ben
not.
Stiller.
I really like Tropic Thunder.
This is
That's
not my
about it.
point. This is Talib Kweli's point.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, one of the things he's fascinated about with Ben Stiller is Ben Stiller finds a way to get away with blackface. He's figured it out in a lot of films. In Zoolander, y'all don't fucking watch Zoolander.
But
I've
tell
seen
me,
it.
Oh,
I
you
hate
did.
it.
In Zoolander, he goes back and work at a coal mine with his dad. And then he pops up with the coal shit all over his face. Obviously, you got the obvious one with Tropic Thunder.
Oh, that's not the one
But-
about the hairdresser. What's the one about the hairdresser?
The fuck you? That's
No,
that's
don't mess with the
Adam Sandler.
Zoltan.
Don't mess with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Zoltan.
Well,
Fuck you
both
talking
Z
about?
words.
Well, it ain't motherfucking. One is Zoo and one is Zoe.
bro, you know the gay guy with the black
Yeah.
mask
Oh, yeah.
and the sword.
That's
What?
another one.
No, that's
really
Zorro.
good.
Zorro.
Well, the Zoloft movie, I
Yeah,
like. I like
Zorro.
that one. That was good.
You know the pill that keeps you from being depressed.
Yeah, no, dude, that's
No, that's Zoloft.
that's Olaf, dude.
So the one where they bought the place with all the animals.
So
Chase's
Zoolander.
joke on
It's the
that, by
best
the way,
fucking best joke I've ever heard.
you know Chase DeRusso's joke on that?
I know Chase DeRusso.
Okay.
I don't know the joke.
Okay, so he was
not
talking.
doing
Chase said the
Second
dude, so he was,
hand
I think
I'm
it was like
certainly
I
not
think it was
gonna
like
do
he
the
was talking to a white girl like about the N word. She's like, "There's never a place for that word." He's like, "No, the N word makes things better sometimes." He's like Matt Damon right now has this movie in theaters called We Bought a Zoo. He goes, I don't give a fuck about that movie. That sounds dumb as shit. He goes, but that movie was called We Bought a Zoo, nigga. He's like,
That's great.
Suddenly I'm interested.
yes,
That's great.
yes.
What happened?
Such a fucking great bit.
What the fuck? Can you just tell me why you don't like him? Just one more time.
I just find him grating. He does not. I don't enjoy him on screen. I like the things he writes. I like the things he puts together. I just don't.
You don't like him on
He's
screen.
never believable to me. I'm like, somebody would have beat your ass
Meet
long
the
before
Fockers?
this movie got. Yeah,
Meet the fuckers. You don't think so?
De Niro would have killed him. There's no way that guy survives more than 5 minutes in
I'm
real
just
life. in
naming
that
the few
story.
things I know he's in. I don't like him either.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I like,
that's
like I said,
fair.
I only like him when he's not as a character with a fucking costume. Like I like to meet the fuckers. I-
Very odd that
I
you and
love
I
something about
exist
man.
are the
in
ones
a
that
world where there's no consequences.
we're
So
attached.
you hate Larry David.
I don't know who
Like
that
you
is.
hate Curb.
Curb Your
because
Enthusiasm.
Curb is the whole
Never
show.
seen
I could not get into Kurt. I never got
Isn't
into
that
it.
about Seinfeld or some shit?
No, it ain't.
No, he's,
I don't like Seinfeld either. I don't like-
Listen, let's just call
hate
this
Seinfeld,
Before we-
hate
I'm gonna give
Friends.
Trey a stroke
Never
if
seen
we
a
don't
complete
quit
episode
talking.
of either.
for.
Seinfeld and Friends. I can't do it.
But I love the Irishman.
Yeah, well, you guys
And you
might,
got me back in. No.
might as
And we're
well
back.
might as well
We
hug.
can touch each other again.
Chicken, you got any thoughts? Is there anything we missed? Anything you wanted to add from the cheap seat?
How do you feel about Ben Stiller?
All right. Well, Chicken doesn't like him either. All the white dudes are in defense of the guy who keeps doing blackface. We are against
That's
him,
funny. That's
and
funny.
you guys are,
No,
are
bro,
defending
no,
him.
that's
you
God damn,
racist
that's not what I'm
fuck.
saying.
You
I-
racist fuck.
That's fair. That's fair.
I
That's
can't
fair.
be friends with these guys
But-
anymore. I can't be friends with two guys who will support blackface.
To be fair,
this
you
is
did say there's a
bullshit.
reason you liked him.
No,
This
no,
is-
no. I
that was another
said
guy.
that's Talib Kweli.
Jerry, I don't.
Sorry, I remember now. You did. Say
I
it
don't
was
know if I could
somebody
do a
else.
podcast with two dudes who are okay with
I quit.
people who do blackface.
I think next month should be the last month.
That's it. I'm done. In August, we're done. I'm quitting. No,
I'm just gonna do a podcast by myself where I talk about blackface.
I'm going to do it in blackface. But the no,
Give me this.
Now we're not going out like that.
everybody in August, right? All right.
Yeah,
Is this gonna be like that Christmas show?
I'm gonna be late that day.
Is
though.
this gonna be like that Christmas show where you dress
Wow,
up
you
like
really will be black.
This is gonna be like a Christmas show that didn't happen.
where you were the
This-
Tooth Fairy?
I'm still gonna show up dressed like the Tooth Fairy and let you hang.
All right, but hang on. Let's do it. But let's do it audio only.
Audio.
Okay.
We'll just record the.
I thought that was
voices.
the first.
Oh, that's funny. That's really funny.
I thought that's the one you just took
Off
off
the air. I thought that's
the first 100
Strap that
episodes
shit like
available.
Comedy
Let me
Central,
ask
bro.
Jerry this. Aside from Sling Blade, do you like Billy Bob Thornton?
Yes, I really do. He was he
You
wrote a
let Trey
movie
The
called
greatest Christmas
Monsters
movie ever
He
made.
is
with
like-
Haley Berry, and I love that movie, man.
love him in
It's
Bad-
so
Come on.
dark and screw up.
I love
Monster
him in
Ball.
Bad Santa, obviously.
Bad Santa's
But
funny,
he's
but it's got
just,
Bernie
but
in
to
it.
me, that's just him. He's just greasy, like a slimy,
Yeah, no,
weaselly-
I don't think I'd want to hang out with him.
No, but I'm saying, like, you're saying, like, don't like a person on screen.
Oh yeah,
That's
I like
a person
him
where
on
I'm just
screen.
like,
I got you.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But like,
I can feel that.
but the way he's
But
putting
I think
it
he's
together.
supposed to be that guy. Sometimes.
Okay, that's,
you know,
that's fair.
as far as like when,
I mean, he's a
when you see
dirtbag
somebody
in
on
Monster Ball.
screen.
He's supposed to be. You know.
When you see somebody on screen and you just imagine what they're like in person.
Yo.
My whole life, and he's probably a really nice dude, but something about like I've always been afraid of Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, well, he's a raging asshole off screen.
But
So-
he just-
Half of Texas
everything
is
about
afraid of Tommy Lee Jones.
Everything about him.
You ever
I've
seen the
always
thing
been
he
like,
did
I
to
don't
Jim
ever-
Carrey, where him and Jim Carrey were on that Batman movie
Yeah.
together, and Jim Carrey was all excited, walked up to him in the restaurant, and was like, "Man, I'm just such a huge fan. I'm glad I get to work with you." And Tommy Lee Jones stood up, put his napkin down, and said, "I will not sanction your buffoonery."
Well, so I mean,
He fired Sean Rouse.
I was gonna say the Sean.
I heard that.
So the Sean
I don't know
Rouse
this
story.
story.
So Sean Rouse, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Had a scene in. It was a longer
Men in
scene
Black 2.
in Men in Black 2.
2. I know. Yeah.
And Sean at the time was drinking a lot. So goes the story. Couldn't learn his lines. Just 12 lines. He had 12 lines in Men in Black 2. 12.
That's SAG for sure.
And in the final movie, if you
Probably
watch
a different
it,
outcome.
he says,
Welcome back, Agent K.
Welcome back, Agent K. That's the whole line
You
because he couldn't do it, and finally Tommy Lee Jones was like, "Get this fucking gimp off my set." Like it was just, nope.
So here's somebody, and I thought
I
this,
didn't know he was an asshole in real life. I knew about the Sean Rouse story, but I didn't know about all the other shit.
Oh, I've heard countless
But-
stories
Listen,
about people meeting
he
him in
terrifies me.
Texas
To
and
be
him just
fair,
being a dick.
being an asshole to Sean Rouse makes you just a normal person.
Yeah. No, that story never bothered me because I was
got
like,
you.
"Oh, you were drunk and you didn't show up and do your job." I
You
mean,
fuck-
bro,
yeah, you
what do you
can't
think
do
is
that.
going to happen?
Oh,
Yeah.
you got mad at
This
Sean
isn't
Rouse?
comedy. You can't just do that forever.
You can't show up on the set of a $200 million movie and go, whore. Somebody bring me a drink.
God damn. Wow, you can't fuck
Yeah,
it up
he
that
scares
bad.
Me, Angela Bassett scares me.
Oh,
Because of what?
Bro, if you put Angela Bassett in a room with P. Diddy, I'm sorry, with P. Diddy, Jay-Z, and Beyonce, only one of them comes out,
Yeah.
and it's Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
My
I'll
money's
tell
on
you what she
Angela.
scares me.
What was
Tell
it?
you what one, she's really first. She's one of the most talented people I've ever seen in my life. But she's really good at being mean. And my first introduction to her was "What's Love Got to Do with
So-
It?" When she had more muscle on her body than any man I've
I
ever known.
thought you
I'm
were
like,
gonna-
She could swing a punch.
So you brought that up. I thought you were gonna say Lawrence Fishburne because he fucked up so like he was so good at being Ike Turner.
He
He,
really
had to be the nigga from the Matrix to like. I'm serious though. He
palate
couldn't-
cleanser.
He couldn't play shit else. They
Yeah.
were like, "Nah, man, why you beat her like that?"
But you know what though?
You
you
were
know
right.
what though, man? You know
Tina
what?
dead and people are still mad at him.
Yeah, and Lawrence Fishburne.
You know what though?
Even
My turning
Sorry.
point for
What's
him
up,
though
what's
was
up, what's
like
up?
he was the best dad ever in Boys in the
Oh
Hood.
God, he's so good.
I
Oh
love
shit!
And Boys in the
But
Hood.
that's
That's Furious
before that
Styles.
though.
Huh?
That's before that.
Before the Matrix.
Boys in the Hood. No, Boys in the Hood is before What's Love Got to Do with It.
Yeah. Is it?
What's Love Got to Do is like 95. Boys in the Hood is like 91 or something like that.
Yeah.
92, yeah.
Yeah, something. Yeah, 91.
But
92,
he is
somewhere in there.
one of my favorite characters in that whole flick.
In Boys in the Hood. Oh yeah.
never seen it.
Oh, he was so great. What?
I was born then.
Yeah.
Guys. I
But
mean,
you know it's still available.
But
I
he's
think
it's
got,
only on Tubi, dude. Too many commercials.
he's got to
Dude,
turn the
it's on-
Irishman in before he can rent another movie, bro.
Yo, if that was still around, I would not rewind.
It's
the
either
Irishman.
on Max.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm not waiting 3 more hours.
It's either on Max or Netflix right now. I
No,
know
Boys in
because
the
when
Hood is
it got
available
put up,
somewhere.
I put it on one day just to, because you say you never see anything twice. I put things on that I've seen before, so I'm like, yeah, let me do some work around the house. And then I found myself getting sucked into them, and I was like, you know what? I've seen more than 100 million times, and I was just like, oh, Ricky.
It's one of those movies that's such a big movie. Like, it was so impactful that I'd seen the movie without seeing it. I know every big scene.
That's
But
how I felt about The Sopranos watching it. It's
Okay.
been so impactful in pop culture that when I was to me, almost watching that show now was like watching a cartoon. Like,
Oh,
because
shit.
everything's been done you've seen that therapist in SNL sketches. You've just seen all that done to death. And then when James Gandolfini died, of course, it all came back even, 3 times as hard. I went on a deep dive about James Gandolfini the other night because I had no idea all the crap he's done. I just saw that he got all his Sopranos money. He started making documentaries about soldiers and PTSD and stuff. And I was like, what does this do? He's watching war movies in every scene in the Sopranos. What's his hang up with that? Then I go and find out he was like in Broadway and all this stuff. Like,
He's
good
talented.
God, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Broadway dimmed their lights when they flew his body back into New Jersey.
I had a friend tell me that same shit about Breaking Bad. She's like, I never saw it because I feel like I don't have to. Everybody's talked about it, whatever. And I was like, watch the first 3 episodes. And then I got the phone calls like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, dude.
Okay,
You
but
think
when you
know,
get to
you
the end,
fucking
don't
know.
watch El Camino.
No, watch El
No, El Camino was
It's hot.
El Camino was a nice cherry.
He don't like it. He don't like it.
I like
it
it.
was good. If it's
I had-
good, Jerry don't like
It
it.
was okay, but it was okay.
Yeah, and if it's bad, you do.
To me,
What are we talking
but I will say this: when I watched them back to back. Like I watched through Breaking Bad, and then I watched El Camino,
Okay.
and I was like,
I can
"This is
understand
kind of a
that.
letdown."
No, you need
I can
it.
understand
Well,
that.
It was like I watched The Sopranos, and then I watched that whatever the hell it is.
I didn't do-
Knights of New Jersey or
I
whatever
didn't
the
watch
shit
that shit.
You remember what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I
Yeah, I
didn't
know
watch
you're
it.
talking
Saints of
Saints-
Burkhardt or some shit.
they
Yeah,
made-
Kid Soprano. Yeah.
yeah.
Kid Sopranos.
It was okay. It was just kind of a letdown after watching the show.
But you
I
also
just thought there
watched
was
it
gonna be
right
more.
afterwards.
Yes, and
So-
so I know that probably affected it.
And
I
that's
watched Better Call Saul all the way through.
I haven't seen
right
it.
I didn't
still
watch
haven't
any
seen
Better
it.
Call
None of
Saul.
that.
I won't watch it.
So good.
I enjoyed the piss out of Better Call Saul.
Breaking
I
Bad-
think I liked it more than Breaking Bad.
I've heard it's better.
Yeah.
But
parts.
Breaking Bad ended, and I was happy.
Gotcha.
It's the
Yeah, I got
story,
you.
the world. To me, sometimes you got to close the door, not just on a TV show, but like on the universe, like the whole world.
I feel like I know what you're about
Close.
to say, though.
What?
When Breaking Bad ended, it wrapped everything up, whatever. There was only one question you could possibly ask at the end of Breaking Bad.
Yep.
And it's, what happened to Jesse?
Yep.
And El Camino.
Answers it.
Now, if I would have watched El Camino right after I watched the Breaking Bad finale, I probably wouldn't have liked it.
But if
Well,
you
and
sit
part of
long
me, the
enough to
redneck
wonder,
in me didn't like a movie called El Camino where I only saw El Camino a few times.
you
See,
watch
that's
it
his
for the
whole
car.
shit with Starsky and Hutch.
No, they had
watched
the
it for
card.
the hutch.
They had the card. Yeah, they had the card. They didn't have the.
No, what's this bullshit about if it's bad, I like it. Don't try
Spider-Man
to
3.
skid over. Oh, okay.
So that's
I ain't know what else was going to come out.
But the
or
case is
something.
closed, right? That's all right.
No, damn it. No, I ain't even got nothing
I
back.
struggled with.
I mean,
Breaking-
when he said Spider-Man 3, you
the first time I started watching Breaking Bad, we got to the 3rd season, I think, and it opens with that girl dying.
Wait,
Kristen
don't
Ritter.
spoil it. What are you doing?
Bro, it came.
It opens with a white girl
I've seen
dying.
it.
You're
I've
gonna
seen
watch it now.
Kristen Ritter and that uncomfortable ass
But I had so many friends
ODs.
from meth. Like that was the thing that killed people where I come from, you
Bro,
know. And
look-
it was just,
Oh,
it
okay.
was
People
just
foaming.
a lot. I was
Right.
just like, I'm done. I can't do any more of this. It's just too close to home type shit.
Love that.
Bro, it was so crazy because, like, here's the thing. When I was watching it, I was like, dude, Walter gets all these people to do all this fucking dirty work and this, that, and the other. And then at some point, I was through the pandemic, I decided, I was like, I'm going to go through all this again. And I just was like, hey, wait a minute. Walt actually didn't get a lot of people. Walt had a very high body count in this fucking thing. Walt killed a lot of people. I'm like, he marks those dudes in episode 1, locking them in that trap. I was like, oh, I thought he made Jesse do all the dirty work and this, that, and the other. I was like, no, Walter actually, Walter
Jesse
fucked
was a
up a lot of
delivery man.
people.
Yeah. He's the
I
villain.
love that show. Yeah, it was good.
And dude, it was
But I
funny
don't like when you
because-
make me decide. Like fuck with me as the viewer to be like,
I'm
well,
the-
where are you at? Because they did the same shit with Snowfall. Like, it's
I am
this kid
I am a
that-
fan of, and this is the '80s me, but just give me some motherfucking
Just
evil.
give you a villain.
Just give me evil. I don't want him to be so like Lord Evil. You ain't got to call him that. But let the bad dude be a little bad.
Let him be bad.
I don't need the hero and the villain to be equal in terms of what I might pull.
I got to decide who I'm rooting for. Yeah, what the fuck is that?
So let me ask you this about Breaking Bad. At what point in the series do you think Walter flips from being the good dad to just like, yeah, I'm a fucking fucking asshole.
Grady did a bit on this, and but
Grady
it is how, and this is how I actually feel. I was riding with him the whole fucking way. I wanted him to get away, but if I had to pick when he flipped.
It was probably the scene you're talking when he let that girl die in that bed.
Okay, that's what most viewers say there. I say when he's when he's gotten away with everything, and the brother-in-law come over for dinner, and he let his fucking ego get to him about being Heisenberg, whatever and he gets into his head where he starts putting shit together,
That's
and then he
at
goes
least
in
the beginning of it.
Yeah, but that's after the girl dies and shit. No, that's when I say that's when, because it's like, bro, because I can. This is fucked up, but I can justify a motherfucker.
Fair.
I can justify him
bro,
letting the girl die.
When he does that, that is more than just all this going. I gotta let. There's a bit of him that's like, yeah,
she's in the way.
She's in the way though. That's
but
what
it's more of an inconvenience, and it's I'm okay with this being the solution to the inconvenience. That's the point. Is that there's something in him that turns that episode that allows that.
Right.
He don't just walk away from that.
That's true.
He's involved in that.
Okay. On Inside the Actors Studio, James Lipton had Bryan Cranston on, and he goes,
"Who's Bryan Cranston?"
He said Tropic Thunder. You should check it out.
Oh, he's the guy dancing.
The blackface guy.
He asked him, he said, it was when we were all wrapped up, he says, as an actor, when you were playing, it's like, when did Walter White make the jump from Lovable Dad?
This motherfucker shows up with the answer.
He got the answer. Let's hear it.
Bryan Cranston said, episode 1. He said,
Women and Whiskey Brothers, that's episode 1080.
He said when his former business partners offered to pay for his cancer treatment, the people who fucked him over out of the company, who took all the money, he said when they offered to do it, he goes, that's when he makes the decision to start making meth and making his own money. He goes, for me, I played him as an asshole from that very moment.
Boo! When that bitch is croaking in the bed. Everybody want to sell some meth sometimes.
No, I mean, dude. Okay, if it wasn't from that, it's got to still be in episode 1 when he locks those dudes in and fucking gasses them or whatever, and then he's like, "We gotta get rid of these bodies." You're a criminal. You're still a criminal. Episode 1.
When did he make the first meth?
Episode 1.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's the turn. We got to get out of here, guys. I don't want to, but we got to. Sam Damaris, Trey Tutson, Jerry Wayne Longmire.
It's soy sauce.
Worsher.
Yeah, am I supposed to take that home and make that for her or whatever?
Just make it for you.
Oh, okay.
Make it for you.
Make it do a video.
I wasn't sure.
No,
she didn't explain it very carefully.
She brought you some gifts from Rebecca Creek, and you've got a what is that? Coconut pecan. To give it a whirl, smoke some pecan.
Oh, Mary, if you listening, thank you so much.
Oh, she knows I got the pecan wood. That's what she.
Yeah, Mary sent you. You got a very good gift.
I got a very nice birthday gift. Thank you so much for my cigar, my humidor. I don't have one.
No, your humidor.
You got one now?
That's been
in got your name on it.
That has been in a box since your birthday.
Yeah, I've been busy, Mary.
Which was in April.
It was in April, the end of April. I haven't been able to come.
The gift has been received. Well, all things good in the House of Whiskey. We're gonna wrap things up in August and move on our merry way.
What are you doing with all the whiskey?
Oh, you want some?
Keeping it.
You want a bottle?
If I had a bottle in my house,
I know you might make some.
I'd be a bad.
All sorts of things.
I don't know.
I'll send you with one just for the.
I don't want to drink it. I might end up liking Spider-Man 2 or some shit.
That is, if I can fix you with a bottle of whiskey.
You need this one for that.
We got to get out of here. All things us, praisewhiskey.com. You can find us on Facebook. And individually, most importantly, go follow Jerry Wayne Longmire, Trey Tutson, Sam Damaris, me, Slade Ham, and Chicken What do you want? What do you want me to tell them to follow you on?
Sweet chicken.
Chicken Joe Clark on YouTube. That's the important part. We'll see you on another episode soon.
I believe in good whiskey, and I believe in good times.